Hey everyone, I'm back with another rant for you, and I'm going to be doing a kind of a really long series of rants here. It's going to be a Naruto characters rant. Now, I've typed up a script. I'm not even close to being done. I only have a few characters done, but it'll basically include... I'm getting the characters off of Naruto Wiki and the information off Naruto Wiki and adding a little bit of my own stuff to it too. So hopefully it will have every single major and minor character. The way I'll be doing it is I will record each character until I'm done, then split it into parts in Windows Movie Maker. Usually I just upload it directly from my camera to the YouTube uploading, but you know, I can't split it into parts there, so and a lot of the characters might have multiple parts to them. So, but yeah, anyways, let's get on with it. The first character will be Naruto Uzumaki. Of course. Right now, you know what, I'm just take my camera off my stand here. I don't want to be like looking away from the camera while I do these rants. Just because that'd be kind of stupid. Alright. Alright. I'll hold it like this. Alright, now I'll be looking at the script obviously on my computer here. So yeah, let's go. So part 1 of my Naruto character rant, Naruto Uzumaki. Naruto Uzumaki was born as the son of the 4th Hokage Minato Namikaze, and I probably just butchered his name there. And the Nine-Tails, right? And the Nine-Tails' second Jinchuriki, Kushina Uzumaki. Naruto's parents had named him after the main character of Jiraiya's first book, making the Sannin his grandfather. Prior to Naruto's birth, his parents knew that the seal that kept the Nine-Tails within Kushina would be in danger of breaking during childbirth. To prevent that, Kushina was taken a short distance outside of the village to give birth in secret, while Biwako, Sarutobi, and Taji as her midwives, a few Anbu as security, and with Minato keeping the seal in place. Immediately after Kushina gave birth, Madara Uchiha appeared and took Naruto hostage, demanding Minato to step away from Kushina or he would kill the newborn child. Madara then used a clever diversion that forced Minato to transport the baby to a safer location, allowing him to escape with Kushina. By the time Minato could intervene, Madara had already succeeded in releasing the Nine-Tails. Fortunately, Kushina, who survived the extraction thanks to her strong vitality, was saved by Minato and brought to Naruto, leaving the weakened mother to care for the sleeping Naruto, while Minato went to combat Madara. To save his village, Minato sacrificed his life to seal the Nine-Tails within Naruto, believing that his son would someday have the need of the demon power to defeat Madara's threat once and for all. Suddenly orphaned, Naruto was left to grow up knowing nothing of his parents, receiving only his mother's last name, since the 3rd Hokage felt that it was best that nobody knew that he was related to the 4th Hokage. Before Minato died, he asked that nobody knew that he was related. Before Minato died, he asked that the villagers of Konoha view Naruto as a hero who had helped defeat the Nine-Tails. However, only A few of the villagers honored his request, while most instead resented him for containing the monster that had destroyed their home. In light of this, the third Hokage decreed that nobody should ever speak of the truth of Naruto, hoping that their children would not resent him as they did. The children, however, followed their parents' lead despite not knowing why. Apart from the third Hokage, Iruka Umino was the only one who acted as a surrogate family to the young Naruto. His appearance. As stated by Jiraiya, Naruto bears a striking resemblance to his father, possessing Minato's blue eyes and spiky blonde hair. From his mother, Naruto inherited the shape of both his eyes and face. However, Naruto's greatest physical characteristic is his whisker marks, passed on from the demon imprisoned within his mother at the time of his birth. A trait regularly mentioned that easily angered him was his short stature for his age. During part 1, he was one of the shortest in his graduation class, second only to Hinata Hyuga. After the time skip, he had a significant growth spurt that was noticeable to all, dwarfing the Kunoichi in his age group. In part 1, Naruto's outfit consists of a orange jumpsuit with blue on the upper shoulders area, as well as up and down the front, a white swirl with a tassel on the left side, a red swirl on the back, a big white collar, orange pants, and blue sandals, and a blue forehead protector that was given to him by Iruka after he graduated from the Ninja Academy. In part 2, Naruto's outfit undergoes modification after being worn to shreds during his training with Jiraiya. The outfit retains the orange color as well as the white without the tassel and red swirls, but the jacket is much more form-fitting, with the blue parts changed to black and the color extending from the upper shoulders area to the sleeves. The forehead protector has also changed, with Naruto moving the metal portion to a new longer black bandana, and he wears black sandals instead of blue. During his battle with Pain, Naruto briefly sported a red coat that combined his master and father's before him with a black flaming design at the bottom, as well as a large summoning scroll on his back, like Jiraiya. Now, Naruto Uzumaki's personality. Due to the prejudice and loneliness he suffered in his childhood, Naruto developed a craving for acknowledgement. In order to achieve this, Naruto would pull pranks all around the village, and even going as far as strive for the title Hokage. Even after graduating from the academy, Naruto was still determined to be recognized, but as he made more and more connections with others, his reasons for wanting to become Hokage underwent a change, having less to do with the desire for recognition and more to do with wanting the strength to protect his home and the people close to him. As noted by Madara Uchiha, Naruto is a fervent believer in in the Will of Fire, linking him to his old rival in this respect. Naruto's unstoppable determination and drive strongly impacts the lives around him. Even his enemies had been affected by his empathy. Both Kakashi and Temari had referred to Naruto's amazing charisma as a unique power that allows him to change the worldly views of others. Naruto is most prominently characterized by his hyperactive being, exuberant, impatient, impulsive, and inattentive. According to Kakashi, Naruto learns through his body. He is relatively naive and simple, being slow to understand a principle or situation, and often requires an oversimplified analogy in order to grasp what is being explained to him. Overall, Naruto responds being to competition and possesses a great degree of confidence in himself, loudly proclaiming that he will master whatever technique he is learning in a fraction of the usual time, though he will not hesitate to ask for help if he needs it. Naruto has a number of other distinct traits as well. He inherited his catchphrase "Date" or whatever from his mother Kushina Uzumaki, who would say "Datebane" when excited or frustrated. And in English, that is, well, Naruto's phrase in English, I believe, is "believe it," which makes sense because he said the Japanese word in all the time earlier on in Japanese, and in the English dub he always said "believe it." I mean, eventually stopped that, but yeah. He also has a childish quirk of keeping his money in a chubby green frog wallet he effectively calls Gamma. Okay. He is also very brash and rarely pays heed to formality or social standings. He almost exclusively eats ramen and is a frequent consumer of the Ichiraku ramen bar. He is also something of a pervert, something he tends to be reprimanded for by Sakura as well as Iruka, and has only become more so after meeting Jiraiya. I never would have guessed. He smiles near constantly, which during his childhood was to mask the sadness of his lonely life. Those who are closest to him are able to recognize when his smile isn't genuine. However, when the situation calls for it, or when someone dear to him is in trouble, Naruto can be very serious and will instantly try to come to their aid. This is most commonly seen in the series through his interactions with his teammates Sasuke Uchiha and Sakura Haruno. With Sasuke, Naruto views him as a brother, and throughout Part 2 strives to bring him back to Konoha, despite his willing defection from the village. With Sakura, Naruto has a long-standing crush on her and will do all in his power to make her happy, even if it is at the expense of his own happiness. Sai has has indicated that this dedication has progressed to the point of love. Sai also notes that the strain of making Sakura happy and bringing Sasuke home are the Sasuke home are the source of Naruto's